Good day. On this video I will show you how we're going to change or replace the accelerator cable. You are right now on the Mercedes W124 channel. I'm Hervé and I will show it to you. The job in itself is rather simple. We disconnect here, we disconnect at the pedal, we remove it, we replace it, and that's it. But no, it takes a little bit more than that. Basically, we'll have to dismantle quite a bit, especially in the interior of the car. Okay? Once it's dismantled, it's usually quite straightforward. So let's start from the inside of the car first. In order to have access to the accelerator pedal, we will have to remove the plastic that's under. But in order to remove it, we need to remove all that part as well. Okay, so let's start dismantling all this, and then we'll be able to have access and disconnect the cable. We will start by removing this. So we simply pull it up, that's it. Then we've got something to remove here. If you've got the socket for this, perfect. If you don't have, a plier will be just fine. Up, you turn it a little bit, and after that you do it by hand. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Let's remove this part now, this plastic part. For this will pull it out. Okay, we'll disengage, and then we'll move the entire part towards the left. So all this will disengage from the dashboard. Behind this, we should have a cable with a bulb for the light here, and we should have the vacuum as well for the lights as well. So we're gonna disconnect all this and take this off. Now we're gonna take a star screwdriver, and we're gonna place it inside the groove for the bonnet opener. Okay, you put it there until you got the screw, and we're gonna unscrew it slightly, not fully, only a little bit. We will now remove this piece. Be careful, there's two clips on this side, okay, that we'll have to unclip first, and then this slides off. So if you use a thin screwdriver and you place it here, you may put a lot of pressure, so it might break. Okay, I said there's one here more or less and one here. So what I will use a fine knife that will place inside, and I will pull it gently so it can come off. As you can see, this is the clips that we have to remove at the back, okay, and the one here. So this is why we take this off first, and then we slide it off. Now we will remove all the carpets that we have, if you got something like that, and the other one. Now that we have removed everything, we'll remove that screw that's here. Can you see? I'll place an arrow. And we'll remove as well, let me show you, I'll place another arrow too, okay, on this. This plastic part, you simply unscrew it by hand, okay? So let's remove these two. We're gonna now remove those 5 screws. You see the 3 here, 2 on the other side, and we should be able to drop the this part, okay? Then the other should come with, okay? And then we'll be able to separate them, and then we will have access to the accelerator cable. Okay, now that this is disengaged, we can remove the screw completely, and to facilitate a little bit, you can put it a bit on the inside. Before to continue with that job, for the one that would like to see my other channels, well, it's very simple. You go onto the main page. It doesn't matter if you're on your mobile phone or if you're on the computer. Go on the main page of my channel, So scrolling down a little bit, you will see the video, you will see the shorts, and if you go right down at the bottom, you will see all my other channels about the W116, W123, W124, W126, and other channels as well. So have a look at it. If you're interested, you can subscribe. If you're not interested, doesn't matter. Okay, let's continue now. Now that this is lowered, we're gonna disconnect the handbrake cable. For this, we're gonna pull this, and with a plier, we're gonna move this to the side and disconnect this. Now that finally we have access to the cable on the accelerator pedal, you will notice that if you press the accelerator pedal, this will come towards you, okay? This will do this, okay? And normally, this is held by a spring. There's a little spring. You unclip it, and then you should be able to disconnect this. Once it's disconnected, we can disconnect on the engine. I will try to film under, but as you know, it's a bit cramped and a bit complicated, but I will try. This is the accelerator cable, and if I press it, you see? Can you see? Here we got the spring that you need to remove. Okay, so we need to remove it from the top here, and then we can remove the accelerator cable. The cable by the pedal is removed. Now we're going to disconnect it here. For this, we push this. You see, we've got that clip here. We should be able to disengage here. You see, there's a groove. Let's see. We take it out like so. Here we go, and this come off. Great. Now to remove this part, you will see on each side there's something that we can press at the bottom and at the top. So we'll press it in at the bottom as well, and it should come off. Both parts are now disconnected, and so now we'll have to pull all this. So as you can see, the access is a bit difficult here, but basically if you put your hand inside, you should be able to reach this part. Okay, so this part, you grab it and you pull it out. You see there's some little ridges, and it should come off, and once it's off, then we'll be able to place the new one. I've got the cable, that's great, but now I need to disconnect the vacuum lines. So don't worry too much about it, because you see that brown is linked with the brown, the black with the black, and the other one is this one. So no worries, we disconnect everything, and we can disconnect it from the grommet that's here. I've now have my two cables, the old one, damaged one. So the reason why you may have to change it is because it either snapped, or like this one, for instance, it doesn't go very nicely, really. What happens is sometimes you accelerate and the car stays accelerated, and this is why I'm changing it. And we can see it's damaged here. Okay. So now I'm gonna replace it with this one. It's a genuine Mercedes cable that I've recovered from a donor. I've got a spare car for parts. Because this one is used, what I will do in this part, I will fill with penetrating oil and make sure everything slides perfectly. Okay. Obviously, as usual, I will give you the part number. So like that, if you want to buy it, you will have the number. Okay. So now basically we need to do exactly the same thing, but in reverse. When it comes the time to mount the cable, I suggest you, I advise you to loosen all the tension. As you can see, it can be adjusted here on this side, but on the other side as well. So loosen everything, mount the cable. Don't forget to place back the vacuum lines if yours are to be disconnected. And once it's mounted on the engine, start the engine. The engine should run at 750 tours per minute. Okay, so if it's not adjusted properly, then you adjust. Okay, so you don't go crazy here. you go here as well, okay, until the revs are fine. You accelerate a little bit, and the car should accelerate and drop back at 752 horse per minute. So that will be it, okay. So once everything is done, make sure you don't forget to place back the vacuum lines if you have to remove them on yours, okay. And that will be it, okay. Obviously I won't go through the process to mount everything back because it's exactly the same thing but in reverse, okay. So I hope that you have liked the video. I hope it's been useful to you. Subscribe to the channel if it's not done so, and we'll see each other in another one. Take care.